Hey there, welcome back to The Greater You. We are still working through this awesome romantic relationship trait series, a 14 mini video series to teach you the traits that both you need to manifest in yourself, create in yourself to be a good partner, and those that you're also seeking in a potential partner or in your current partner. We want to develop these things and cultivate them within both people. All right, so let's take a look here at today's. We're on trait 10, which is optimism versus pessimism. This is huge. All of them are huge. That's why they're all on this list. Oh my goodness. So, optimism, the research in positive psychology, the optimistic mindset is the correct mindset. It's closely associated with growth mindset. People get this idea, they say, and you've heard me say this probably in other videos, they'll say stuff like, oh, I'm not a pessimist, I'm a realist. Guess what? When people say they're a realist, that's just veiled pessimism. Somehow we've paired those things in Western culture, and they kind of avoid optimism. They think optimism is some sort of like false positivity, and that is not what the research on optimism shows. Real optimists, like I've taught you before, real optimists seek problems. They're actually the first person in the room to identify problems, but they view problems as challenges. And actually, pessimistic mindsets cause people to be more likely to stuff their head in the sand. They want to avoid problems. They either magnify problems or avoid problems. So they distort reality. The pessimistic mindset does. So we want to work to develop optimism in ourselves. And certainly we want to have that in a romantic partner because life is tough. I've been married for over 24 years. And, Gina and I have seen all kinds of challenges, so many challenges. And the optimism that we've really worked hard to cultivate has carried us through a lot of those challenges. And obviously, we have moments where we're pessimistic. We have moments where we feel, fatalistic even. But really, having a bedrock of optimism gives you a foundation to lean back on as one of our core values. We really feel strongly that optimism is the right mindset. So optimism is growth mindset in action. It's, hey, okay, there's challenges to be addressed. Let's address them. And the optimist asks questions like, in what ways can we improve the situation? In what ways can we get through this? What can we do? What is within our purview? What is within our control? Whereas a pessimist focuses outwardly on the things that are beyond their control. Oh, the world's such a really bad, scary place. Well, now you feel trapped. An optimist is like, hey, I create my own day and my own attitude every single day. There could be a wildfire near your hometown, or there could be a storm coming. An optimist will say, then what is our best course of action? What's going to save the most lives? What's going to create the best outcomes, right? So an optimist looks for solution rather than gets mired in problem. That's the core of it. So, how do we manifest this in ourselves? By training our mindset to shift towards looking for solution, looking for the good, looking for things to be grateful for. You know, the life you have is the one you've created, so why not be grateful for the good things that are going on in it? Do your best to look for those positive things in your life. That doesn't mean you ignore the problems. If you have a rough diagnosis you're working on, certainly get the help you need to get through that, but do it optimistically. What are my potential solutions? What are the best outcomes that I can help to create by doing my best to take care of the situation? That's what an optimist does. Why is this important for a romantic relationship? Because life will throw challenges at your relationship. There's going to be work challenges. There's going to be challenges with children if you choose to have children. There's going to be challenges with finances and mortgages and all of the things or rent. There's going to be challenges that come. And as you cultivate optimism, you'll have the mindset and the open-mindedness required to be able to work together as a unified team to move through those things. Optimism in both partners creates a lot more unity of thought, values, and action. Whereas pessimism is a divider. Pessimism kind of hinders growth and looks for like, oh no, that's not going to work because X, Y, and Z, rather than saying, hey, what are the ways that we can make this work, right? Now, clearly an optimist, if they find themselves saying, yeah, this thing really isn't, we tried X, Y, or Z and this isn't working to solve my car problem or whatever, you know, that doesn't mean that your optimism needs to go away and you become pessimistic. You work together to figure out, okay, so then what is the solution we haven't seen yet? Which might mean that that car's ready to be sold, junked, or whatever, right? If it's just not repairable. The optimist will then find a way to save up and do everything they can to secure reasonable transportation again, which might be nowadays getting an e-bike to go zip into work if you work locally, or work from your home if you can, or do a flex schedule. Those are optimistic solutions, right? So seek to be an optimist and seek to look for optimism in your partner and recognize it's a very real trait. This is not some sort of pie in the sky, pink cloud syndrome. And it's definitely not, rational, nihilistic realism. Those are not optimism. Optimism is its own thing that you can cultivate in the ways we've discussed today. Thank you for your time. Let me know what you think of this video. Give us some comments. We love engagement. And thank you so much for your ongoing support. There's more to come.